This is a CC Radio podcast.
On this week's show, we're going to talk about whether R-rated movies are worth it, why Zack Snyder is still sharing images about Justice League, and what our favorite top 5 X-Men movies are.
Welcome to Comic Confidential, the weekly show where we discuss our favorite things from popular culture. My name is Cade.
And my name is Troy.
What a stacked episode.
It is a stacked episode. If I sound angry, it's because I had to do the hook at the top and talk about Zack Snyder sharing images.
Oh, boy.
So
he shared a couple this week.
He did share a couple. The rage is already boiling a little bit, but I'll let that simmer. I'll let it simmer down.
You don't want to talk about it like just off the bat?
Wow.
Let's do
Should
it.
we?
Let's get it out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Because I love it, you hate it, and then we'll end in a happy medium.
Okay, fine. Sure. Or we'll just explode.
Yeah.
The whole thing's going to just explode.
Look, this is only adding fuel to the Snyder Cut.
The hashtag Snyder Cut lives movement.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm your number one fan, president, secretary, and what else is important?
Treasurer.
Of the club.
Yeah. And head cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go me, go Zach.
So obviously what we're talking about is so Father's Day dropped
in the US.
In the US.
It dropped. It's in cinemas everywhere. You know what I fucking hate? Look, I'm just going on the record.
Okay, that's fine, yeah.
I fucking hate the fact that there's like different days. Like Father's Day is different here in Australia than it is
in other places. It's weird.
Like, get it together.
Like, why not just have an International Father's Day?
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense, doesn't it? Is Mother's Day? Mother's Day is different as well, isn't it? Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Everyone, just get your shit together. Let's come together as one world. Let's unite.
Every day should be Father's Day.
Every day is Father's Day, I think, is the thing.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why, like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get into some mum versus dad stuff.
Dad's rule.
I'm team mum. Anyway, so what we're talking about is Father's Day did just drop.
Wait, did you say teen mum?
Teen mum, yeah. I'm all about the TV show Teen Mums.
How is that a show, honestly?
How is most of the shit that's a show a show? Like,
do you watch a lot of MTV?
I don't.
You don't?
I watch zero MTV.
Did you ever watch a lot of MTV? Surely you watched
when I was like, you know, like younger and cool and like
Jackass
on my skateboard, and you know, doing tricks and shit. Yeah, then I did.
Yeah, right.
No, not really. Not ever.
I watch one show,
What's
like
that?
Religiously.
Catfish.
Catfish.
Is it? Oh,
yes.
Is that serious?
I fucking love Catfish, man. I love seeing how these people fall for some like absolute ridiculous stuff.
Okay, so, and I know we're supposed to be talking about Zack Snyder, but talk to me about Catfish instead for a bit. Like, what is the premise? Like, I understand the show exists. That's why I said the name, but I have no idea what it's about. So is it people purposely catfish contestants to see who gets?
No, this is like Is
it a show about catfish?
Yeah, it's about catfish. Like you put your hand in the water.
Oh, yeah.
No, what it's about is like these people get duped for years by someone on the internet.
Yeah.
Like they're in a relationship or something like that with this fake person.
Right.
And what they do is it's like they contact the show. And I say contact because I feel like a lot of it's all set up.
It's all set up.
It's all set up. And they're like, oh, I think I'm being catfished. And it's like, have you done like one fucking thing to look into this?
Yep.
You are 100% being catfished. And it's like, oh, how did I not know this? I've been talking to this person for 8 years.
Wow.
I mean, they've never shown me their face. Like we've never FaceTimed or Skyped.
Wow.
And always, like not always, but like a lot of the time it turns out to be like someone they know.
That's weirder.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like it's fake.
I don't know.
You reckon?
Because I reckon there's fucked up people out there.
Well, I was going to say, I should see if I could catfish you. But now I've told you my plan. I know you're going to be aware. You're not going to talk to any strangers on the internet anymore.
How does that even happen these days?
I honestly don't know.
Actually, I'll tell you something.
I feel like if you're under the age of 76, it shouldn't be happening to you.
I know. And these people, like, I swear they're smart people.
Yeah.
But
no.
I don't know how they fall for it.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I think it's a lot of these people who got trapped in a time before, like, Facebook became what it is today.
Where you can easily stalk people and find them in seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they built this connection with this person 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When Facebook first came out, because you know how you'd like add everyone?
Yep.
That's obviously happened. They started talking on there.
Yeah.
And they just like never bothered to go, hey, how come you haven't changed your profile picture in like 10 years?
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, how many of your friends do you know on Facebook that are legit? You know what I mean?
Look, now or before starting Believe? Because since I started Believe,
okay, fair.
I get like 10 friend requests a day.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Why?
I guess people just want to get in contact with me. Best way to do that is through the Believe Facebook page.
Best way to do that is apparently to add you as a friend on Facebook.
And like they're the like just absolute random people, like zero anything in common. It's just like, because I go through and I share that podcast through.
You've got the belief of UFOs and paranormal shit.
That's right.
That's what you've got.
And look,
mutual friends with ghosts.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Ghosts with benefits. But I get like a lot of people trying to add me.
Yeah, we get it. You're popular. I get it.
You know, like
I get 3 friend requests a year. All right.
And it's usually like deleted by the time I go to accept it.
Yeah. Or it's like it's just relatives. You know?
So because of that, I think it obviously still happens. I mean, that TV show's got 11 seasons behind it or something now.
Yeah.
So do yourself a favor and watch that, because that is fucking good, funny shit sometimes.
Okay. Well, I'm not really a fan of reality TV. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Something else I'm not a fan of.
Zack Snyder.
Well, not necessarily that, but the constant need to sort of like keep himself relevant within the comic book fan sphere. And by doing so, by dropping a random picture of something from Justice League which came out in 2017 now.
Far out. That's a long time ago.
Well, that's what I mean.
There's even talks of that getting rebooted.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
There can't be.
There
already.
Is. Yeah.
What? I don't even know
how it works.
I refuse to go down that rabbit hole. But it was Father's Day in the US. Brand new track, Father's Day, just dropped, and he decided to share an image of Darkseid that was supposed to appear in his version of the Justice League movie. Now, first of all, it's like the comment on Vimeo or whatever it is that he shares it on is Vivo. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? It's the weird social media outlet.
Yeah, it's the weird one, all right. But he shared it on there, and it's like, speaking of Father's Day,
here's Daddy Darkseid.
Here's Daddy Darkseid. It's like, all right, way to like kind of sandwich it in there somehow, pal. And the shot itself, while possibly cool, it's kind of pretty hard to tell.
Oh man, it looks like it was taken with a fucking potato. Like I understand. I
don't think that's how potatoes work, pal.
I think it is. That's the quality of this picture. Like, he's like 4 pixels on the screen.
Yeah.
And like, look, I love those 4 pixels.
Yeah.
I'm about to make him. I've got my baby as my background.
Yeah.
I'm about to make Daddy Darkseid my background.
Okay, you probably shouldn't, but that's okay.
I'm going to.
Okay.
But like, just give us a proper look at him.
Yeah, like
that's all I want.
Why bother?
Yeah.
And the reason why he bothers is because if there are other pictures or better pictures out there, then he knows that he can continuously drop these. I don't know if, like, this is the thing that I wish I knew. I wish I knew what was going on in the man's head. Like, if this is just a genuine, hey, like, oh, here's something that I was just scrolling through my camera roll and found this picture and thought it would be cool to share with the fans. Or if it is genuinely, which I personally believe, a man trying to keep his name relevant for the only thing that people seem to be so, like, weirdly passionate about. It's like a cut for a movie that just nobody should have.
I want it, though. And I think that's what it is. I think it's
But is it just building, like attempting to keep momentum going for that with knowledge of the fact that it will never be released? Because if he's sitting there knowing that there is no cut, but he keeps like dripping these little like sort of things into everyone's feeds every now and then, like that's shit.
Well, the thing is, we're going on nearly 3 years since that movie came out.
Feels like 100.
And at what point, like, do you go, okay, it's never going to happen? Like, in reality, it is never going to happen.
Yeah.
Because Warner Brothers made no money from the movie. It cost them an absolute mint.
Yeah.
And why would you invest more into that?
Exactly.
I mean, I personally, yes, I would absolutely love a Zack Snyder cut because I really loved the vision that he was building in that DCEU. Not everyone did, but I was fucking barring up for it because I liked it.
Yeah.
And to see where he was potentially going with this Justice League movie, it's kind of like chalk and cheese from what it was to where it maybe could have been, but that's all just speculation because he's just showing like a handful of things.
Yeah. But we did get I appreciate parts of the vision for sure. There are some definite things from, looking back to Man of Steel to, some of the things in Justice League, not many, but some of them. There are things that I appreciate. One of them, Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely love it. Love the way it was characterized. All of that sort of stuff. Like there are some things, the Batman like warehouse scene from BVS is fucking amazingly shot. Like it's great. And I understand that there's some really good things, but this is not a man that really deserves to kind of still be relevant when he hasn't done anything for 2.5 years and is kind of just, it's almost like he's just
trolling.
It's almost that like he's just trying to remain relevant in the eyes of the fans.
Possibly.
Which I think is, something I hold dear to my heart.
But you know what?
Trying to stay relevant.
But you know what? It always gets me excited when I see something drop from Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and when you're seeing like pictures that shitty, like quality.
Yeah.
Do you even care? Who's to say that was even part of it?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like he's had 2.5 years.
He could have got anyone to draw that
picture.
up. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
totally.
Yeah. Anyway, all people are saying that they want to see Darkseid. They wanted to see Darkseid in Justice League. Oh, I better get my mates to make a picture of it.
I'm going to wait 2.5 years before I do it.
Oh, Father's Day will be good. Daddy Darkseid.
But
here we come.
What?
Hashtag.
But you know what he did first?
What?
Is he released pictures of what's his name? Cyborg's dad.
Oh yeah.
And that obviously didn't get enough traction.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, okay, here's Daddy Darkseid.
Nice.
So
well, see, that's pretty much playing straight into my theory here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so anyway, think of it what you will.
Snyder Cut lives.
Snyder Cut. It's a hashtag Snyder Cut, just groaning noises.
Yeah, that's a long hashtag.
Yeah, that's a long hashtag. But anyway, that's all. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Until the next thing drops.
Yeah. Because, he did say he was like in his vision of Justice League, like, here's how he's trying to hook people.
Yeah.
I would have killed Wonder Woman and I would have killed Aquaman.
Yeah.
It's like, would you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he probably would have.
He probably would have.
Yeah.
Who knows? Look, I don't know. More importantly, I do not care. So let's move on to a new topic.
All right. So something that I want to talk to you about is we're seeing, I feel like there's an influx in R-rated movies lately.
Okay.
Or an R-rated movie, I guess, petition in a sense. Like,
would you call it an Armageddon?
Oh,
hey?
Yeah, I like
See
that.
what I did there?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
It just came to me.
So, look, the Joker movie is to be R-rated.
Yes.
What's your thoughts about this?
I feel like it like for this particular movie, I think it works fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. And, there is one that we'll probably talk about pretty soon that probably isn't necessary for. But I think for this kind of character, why not? Like, why wouldn't it be R-rated?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. This works well.
Yeah.
I want to see what this Joker does because the Joker is like this insane, maniacal character who's like pure evil.
Effectively, yeah.
And how do you do that on a PG?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Have a look at Suicide Squad. Perfect example.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not doing the character any justice at all. Any Justice League?
Any Justice League? You're going to fit like as much of those in as you can this episode?
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, right. Let me just. I don't know which. Look, we have a sound effects board here, and we just don't know which ones do it right.
There's a total of 8 buttons to push,
and I'm not going through them all.
And we have not figured this out yet.
Hang on. Let me just. I'm going to press one button, and I think this is the right one.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, that's all right. All right. We know it's the blue one.
It's more aqua.
Whatever it is. Anyway, you've completely derailed my train of thought. But yes, you're right in the sense of that for this character in particular, it is needed. I don't think you'd be doing the character any justice if you did it as a like a PG or M rated or something like that. However, to continue on with the R-rated theme, we also have, news has dropped that Quentin Tarantino has finished the script for his R-rated Star Trek, which probably isn't the way to go necessarily.
Yeah. Now, this is what raises the question. Like, does it need an R rating? Because we had a look at Hellboy that came out recently.
Yeah.
Absolutely flopped hard.
Flopped.
Because of the R rating.
No, it wasn't just that.
You would have got more people in seats with that movie could have been M.
I agree with you. It was there were aspects of it that were hard R, but the vast majority of it was soft M.
Yeah, easy. And I mean, the only thing that really mattered at the hard R is there might have been 2 scenes in it that were like graphic violence.
Yeah, it was like the monsters at the end where they're like skewering people with their legs and
exactly.
stuff like that. Yeah,
and that stuff you could have got away with just less blood.
But it is, it is Hellboy though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
it's not Heckboy.
Yeah, Hackboy.
You know what I mean?
Got a hacking good time with this movie.
Yeah,
but it didn't need the R rating. So like a lot of that R rating was mostly for the language used in it.
Yeah,
in the sense that the first line in the movie is like it drops the F-bomb.
Yeah,
unnecessarily, and I was like,
completely unnecessary.
Damn, okay, so this is how this movie got that R rating. Hey?
Yeah,
and it flopped hard because of that.
Yeah.
And it didn't need that R rating, and it like makes me concerned. Like Quentin Tarantino, I reckon he's just got this R rating because he wants the Star Trek character to say the N word.
Oh, come on now,
come on, it's Quentin Tarantino, man.
Look, you're not wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is
he wants Spock.
Look, I'm gonna deftly move past that and just go into like it is probably not a series that requires an R rating.
No, not at all.
And when you think about any of the characters, you don't envision them, being overly graphic with their language. You don't envision them being overly graphic with their actions, like violence or anything like that. Like, it's. Like it's set phases to stun, not, set phases to explode heads.
Yeah. Now,
you know what I mean? So
the thing is, an R rating could work in, let's say, a franchise like this, because I don't even know if it's connected to that main franchise or not.
Can't imagine it would.
I wouldn't imagine so. But what it could do is that it could just bring a real world life element to it. Like people actually reacting the way that they would. So
yeah, that's fair.
Say something gets blown in the side of the ship and someone says, fuck me, rather than, So if it's used in elements like that where it makes the movie way more relatable, rather than just trying to drop N-bombs and F-bombs and things like that, I would be 100% on board for every movie to be R-rated if that was the case.
Yeah.
But if it's only on there to be edgy, count me out.
Well, look, I will say this, that, when you throw the name Quentin Tarantino into the mix, it does automatically sort of make you, like it ups the stakes a little bit. Yeah. And it makes you, interested. If it was just some random director that, had done a couple of things or you hadn't really heard too much of or whatever, you probably wouldn't go, oh, yeah, I really want to see that guy's take on, an R-rated take on a Star Trek. But you throw Quentin Tarantino in there and already the interest peaks. And then you take such like a clean cut thing like Star Trek and then you go, let's flip that on its head and,
because
make it an R rated. Like it could work. It could be
a horror movie.
It could be,
because that's scary shit, man.
Yeah, it's not really his wheelhouse, but that's, not to say that You know, is he set to direct?
I don't know.
Or is he just writing the screenplay?
Sure. Do you reckon he would write a script and not want to direct it?
Maybe.
Nah.
Look, I don't know. I don't know the man personally, all right? Stop trying to attack him through me.
Look, all my reports told me that you have a direct line to him.
I do. It's through my direct line to Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Who has a direct line to Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
My direct line to Kevin Smith is through Weight Watchers.
Oh, yeah.
He's my sponsor. And yeah. So
that's amazing.
So I feel like it's a whole 6 degrees of separation thing.
Yeah,
I could get there if I wanted to.
Yeah. You just need to go to Beverly Hills and
just there's a couple little like roadblocks, but
hey, just minor bumps in the road, baby.
That's it. And like I think there's obviously we're getting an R-rated It Chapter 2 is coming out as well.
Yes,
later in the year. Again, probably necessary. So
horror movies get a pass.
Horror movies do get a pass. Other movies not so much. But I think filmmakers just need to realize that while it's going to appeal to a certain type of audience, and I am definitely one of those people, it is not going to get bums in seats necessarily because you're going to limit yourself to who goes and sees it. Yes.
Well, there's even speculation that the Black Widow movie is going to be a potential.
Oh, no way.
Well, look, these are rumors going around that it will be an R-rated movie.
Really?
Look, I could never see Disney going for that.
Well, I mean,
unless it had,
I could.
Look, unless it had a $20 million budget or a $50 million budget.
Yeah.
And this could be their Deadpool.
Black Widow.
How was that? Their Deadpool was a powerhouse.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And it is technically their Deadpool now. So yeah,
it is. There you go.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Logan, success. Deadpool, obviously a success. Deadpool 2, still a success. So it can work. Black Widow, I don't think
it's a different kettle of fish.
Well,
look, she's a killer.
Look, unless you make it sexy and violent as like most spy movies you would expect to kind of be.
Yep.
It's like if you reverse a James Bond movie but make it like ultra violent.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could really kind of get away with an R rating. Like, I don't know why you'd bother is my point.
Well, I don't think a Black Widow movie could benefit from an R rating at all.
Yeah.
I mean, all they would really do is maybe just make it really bloody.
Yeah, and
and just graphic,
but it would have to be graphic for it to be
very graphic. Yeah,
for it to be R, and I don't think that's necessary. And it's definitely not in the vein of where the MCU is headed. And I'm assuming this is all still going to be part of the MCU canon at some point.
Surely,
surely
it's
has
a prequel.
To be. Yeah. So is it classed as Phase 4?
And the thing is, that's a character that's. Like the fans have been wanting a movie for her for so long.
Yeah.
And imagine if you had like a 5-year-old little girl who loved that character. And it's like, you can't watch that movie for another 13 to 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I guarantee that's some weird internet thing. There's no way they're going to make Black Widow R-rated. If they did, it's just, I don't know what for.
Throw money away.
It would make no sense. So I think an R-rated movie has its place, to answer your question, but I definitely think you've really got to pick and choose what it is.
Has to be, something like Logan, something nitty and gritty.
Well, the character of Wolverine, the character of Wolverine is a character that could get away with an R rating.
Yeah,
if you took a Hawkeye movie. Oh, I make myself laugh.
You know what? I want a Hawkeye movie, but I want him to go to all different barbers, trying out new haircuts.
Right, okay, yeah. That's fair.
It's a new reality show for MTV.
Yeah. I don't even know what you'd call it. You can't call it Fuckboy.
No, it's Hawkeye for the normal guy.
Nope. Take that back.
Undo.
Anyway, can we move on?
Sure.
Let us know what you think anyway. Like, do R-rated movies, or what is their place, I guess? Like, where do they belong?
Or what's a franchise that you think could actually benefit from an R rating?
Yeah, are you a fan of the whole, taking random movies and making them R-rated just for the sake of making them R-rated? Here's something that I'm a fan of. I don't know. I tried to segue in it.
And you winked at me too.
Yeah. It was kind of like a stroke. I think half the side of my face went weird. X-Men movies.
Ah, yes.
All right. So we spoke about Dark Phoenix last week. So I thought it would be an apt time, now that we are getting no more X-Men movies apart from, obviously we'll get some Deadpools and stuff like that. Maybe we'll get the X-Force movie. We don't know what's going to happen insofar as Disney taking over 20th Century Fox and all that. So we don't know where we're going to go. So we know for now that we have 12 X-Men movies. Right? 12 movies set in the X-Men universe. And I want to know your top 5, my friend. All right.
Well, look, let's quickly go through each of these movies real quick.
Yeah.
Give us a little refresher.
Okay.
And then we'll go into our top 5.
I will do it. And I will do it in order of release date.
Wow.
That's how good I am.
There you go.
It's not on the screen in front of me.
Not
just
at all.
For those playing at home. So obviously we started with the X-Men back in 2000. Then it went to X2 2003. 2006 was X-Men The Last Stand. Then in 2009 we had the terrific X-Men Origins Wolverine, followed by X-Men First Class in 2011, The Wolverine in 2013, Days of Future Past in 2014, 2016 gave us Deadpool and X-Men Apocalypse. Then we got Logan in 2017, Deadpool 2 in 2018, and Dark Phoenix in 2019. And the New Mutants, remember that? No, never happened.
No.
All right.
So actually, how about we go and we'll collectively decide and we'll put this in order.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
So I think we can all agree.
So we're going worst first.
Yeah, worst first.
All right.
I think we can both agree X-Men Origins Wolverine
as worst.
As the worst X-Men movie of all time.
I will happily agree with you on that.
Do you remember watching this?
I do, and there was nothing to take away from it. Like there's honestly, people were pretty, like there are some people that were fans of Taylor Kitsch's Gambit. I was not. I don't know, man. There was like the fake claws popping out of the hand.
That was the
really
worst.
bad CGI.
The CGI killed it for this movie.
And not to mention, obviously, their version of Deadpool.
Oh,
back in the day
with the masking tape all over him.
Oh man, it was just an insane decision.
Is there anything comic related to that?
If there is, I don't know. And, if there is, let me know. But
maybe there's an Otherworlds or something.
You're going to take the merc with a mouth.
And then give him no mouth.
Take away his mouth. Then he's just a merc, isn't he?
And then you give him laser eyes.
Oh, it's weird. All right. So that's obviously the worst.
Yeah. Okay.
What would you put next then?
Oh, okay.
Because I have mine, I have mine ready to go. So I wonder if you would agree with it.
Yeah, right. Okay. Probably X-Men The Last Stand.
Yeah, that's it.
Because, I mean, this is a movie, I feel, this is the one that kind of shat the bed.
Oh, didn't it? Well, as I said in last week's episode with Dark Phoenix, I watched The Last Stand only a week ago because I hate myself, and that's fine. We all have our things that we've got to go through. But it was terrible. It was no better. I thought, maybe 13 years of time would,
It's like a nice wine.
Yeah, just ages, no.
No, the only thing you did was wine after watching it.
Yeah, exactly. So happy to put The Last Stand there.
Okay. I reckon X-Men Apocalypse then.
Ooh, damn. You're going that high.
Yeah.
Because I would probably put the Wolverine over X-Men Apocalypse. There's more to look at in X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay. I say the entertainment factor is better in Apocalypse than in what it is in the Wolverine.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, but the Wolverine did have that deleted scene when you get to see the suit, which never made the movie. So the best thing in that movie, okay, you're right. Yeah. The best thing in that movie
was a deleted
scene.
Look, I didn't mind the Wolverine that much.
But I feel like it doesn't make sense to the rest of the X-Men universe now.
Yeah, and to think that it was directed by the same guy who did direct Logan.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Far out.
Wild. Okay, so we can happily put the Wolverine in next. And then I think we're both quite comfortable to put X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse was really, really pretty to look at.
It did have things that I liked about it, Sue me. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, like there was good stuff in it, but overall it was a pretty average movie.
Yeah.
But there was enough shiny stuff to keep me going.
Yeah, that's fair. This is... And I know,
there was plenty of Olivia Munn.
Well, there was plenty of Olivia. Probably a little bit too much Olivia Munn.
Not enough if you ask me.
All right. This is where I would put Dark Phoenix, and I know you haven't seen it, so you're just going to have to... You're going to have to...
I'll take your word for it.
Just take my word for it, pal. Dark Phoenix goes directly after Apocalypse.
And I'm surprised that you've let it get this high.
Well, it's... Again, it's... I enjoyed it better than those other movies. Yeah. Look, honestly, Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse could probably flip-flop.
Depends on the day.
It depends on the day. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. That's where Dark Phoenix goes, all right? This is where it gets a bit tricky.
We're starting to get into good movies now.
We are actually starting to get into good movies. And I'm going to throw out a bit of a curveball to you, my friend.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about this. This is probably where I would put Deadpool 2.
I agree.
You do agree?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're in sync.
Yeah, I agree. Deadpool 2 was, it was okay. It was fun.
Yeah. It had some good moments.
It had some good moments. It had a good juggernaut.
It had a very good juggernaut.
And that's what saved this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. 100% too many baby dicks.
Yeah.
In this movie. So
wasn't it a man dick with baby legs?
No, it was a baby legs and baby dick.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, because his whole bottom half of his
That's
body
right. It was ripped off.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's gonna drop you a couple of
inches.
At least. All right. So we've got Deadpool 2 there now. What do you think goes next?
Oh, okay. Look, I'm kind of tossing up because the original Deadpool was an overly great movie.
Yeah.
It was fun because it was something so different to everything else. But overall, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
Now I'm tossing up. Do I go Deadpool or do I go Days of Future Past?
Oh, you are not going to get that out of me, champ. We would have two completely different lists. Do you know what I would put here?
Okay, what?
This is going to flip your wig.
Don't you dare say X2.
X1. The original X-Men.
You reckon the original X-Men is worse than Deadpool?
Yes.
Really?
Different, but yes. Like for entertainment value, for sure.
Oh.
Like if I was to think about what movie would I go and watch right now?
Okay.
X-Men or Deadpool 2. Remembering I've seen The Last Stand recently, all right?
Yeah.
So don't judge me. It doesn't they don't hold up that well. It's still a good movie, don't get me wrong. We're in the good section of movies.
Okay.
Now.
Look, I'll let you have this if we can have Deadpool next.
Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that if we go X-Men. If it sounds like I'm like writing these things down, it's because I am. All right.
I didn't, but thank you.
I've just shattered the illusion. And then we got Deadpool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So what's that leave us with now?
So this so we've got X-Men Origins Wolverine, The Last Stand, The Wolverine Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, Deadpool 2, X-Men, Deadpool. So that's 8 out of 12 movies.
So Days of Future Past.
I love it.
Refresh my memory. This is the one where
they luckily reset the timeline, but also kind of don't reset the timeline.
Yeah, this is the one that doesn't really make sense.
No, it makes all the sense.
Does
by
it?
Itself.
Okay, by itself it does.
Yeah. In conjunction with all the other movies, no.
No.
But there's some really good stuff in it. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the Sentinels are shit in this though.
Hey, you look shit sometimes, but you don't hear the bloody Sentinels telling you about it.
We also get another version of Colossus in this.
Okay, well let's just have a look at what we've got left, right? So we've got X-Men 2, we've got X-Men First Class, we've got Days of Future Past, and we've got Logan, right? So do you think Days of Future Past is worse than First Class?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Look, I will allow it only because you gave me something before.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it happened. So we'll go Days of Future Past there.
Yeah.
That's good. And then we're going to go straight into First Class. Would you? Or would you go?
First Class is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah. So is it better than X2?
Oh.
Or is it better than Logan? So there's the things that you need to...
Okay, yeah, it's definitely First Class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, this X-Men gets good near the end.
Oh, it does, man. Like, there are some, like, you know, like I know a lot of people have complained about what we've gotten recently, and that's fine. Like, it hasn't been great, but there are some friggin' terrific movies in this. Even in the new run, man. I love First Class and Days of Future Past.
The one thing I don't like about First Class is that it tries to explain Xavier's reason for not walking.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it buggers it up.
How?
Because it gives away two different reasons why he can't walk.
Two different timelines, baby.
I don't think that
works. Anyway, let's just finish this off before we get like stuck in the rabbit hole that is the X-Men timeline.
And just think, Magneto does pick up like a submarine.
That's true. Yeah. Oh,
which
yeah.
is fucking rad.
Oh, it's cool. The whole thing is cool. Don't get me wrong.
That whole beach scene is amazing.
It's
until
good.
Professor X gets shot in the back.
That's not good. That's not good.
Not
for
good
anyone.
at all.
All right. So this is what it comes down to, my friend. So X2 and Logan. Now, if I was to hazard a guess, I think you know what my number one is.
Well, I think that's obvious.
Yeah. I would hazard a guess that your number one would be X2.
Look, these are two different movies.
They're two different movies of two different times.
Yeah.
With the same actor.
Oh,
how does that work?
It's almost like it's time travel. Imagine if there was time travel in this universe.
Imagine. But yeah, so, you know, they are of two completely different times. X2 was brilliant when it came out.
Oh, it was so damn good. And I think this have been the first real team-up movie? This was before the Avengers, wasn't it?
Look, wouldn't X-Men be the first team-up movie? You goddamn nerd.
Okay, first amazing one.
Right.
Yeah. You've absolutely nailed me there. Got me good.
Yeah. Look, you could also argue Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, technically.
Didn't mind that movie.
Okay. Good thing we're not talking about that. But so would you put X2 as number one, or would you put Logan?
You know what? A younger Cade, a younger man, a simpler man.
Yes.
Would have put X2.
Right.
Because X2 it's really, really fun.
Yeah.
It's it almost gives you everything that you want out of an X-Men movie, apart from them in like classic X-Men outfits.
Yeah, yeah.
And if they did that, whoa,
yeah,
that would be the best comic book movie.
It was kind of in that weird sort of era where you weren't sure what licensing rights anybody had.
Yeah, yeah.
So whether they could actually like use the original uniforms or whatever. It's just there obviously had to be a reason why they did it. Maybe they couldn't make it look good on screen. So they thought maybe it was like, you know, it's only a couple of years after The Matrix. So it's like, let's just put them all in black because black is cool right now.
Maybe.
You know
but
what I mean?
Also, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies were out. And that was a practical suit.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that Tobey Maguire in that suit the whole time? I don't know.
But the point is, that was a real suit.
Yeah, okay.
So obviously there was hundreds of CGI parts of it.
Yeah.
But there was an actual version of that made.
Sometimes it was just a dummy.
Sometimes.
In a suit that
I'll never get over that scene. You know,
Kirsten Dunst just hangs off.
I didn't know that until it got pointed out. And then when you see it, you
can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it. You're like, oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right. So now that you're older, now that you're world weary, you're beaten down.
Now that I'm more relatable,
everything hurts.
Everything hurts.
You know, you're kind of like terminally ill.
Yeah, I hurt myself today.
Yeah.
Look, X2 is the second best X-Men movie of all time.
Yes.
Could have been first, but it's second for different reasons. That the reason that Logan is first.
Yeah.
Because Both excellent movies in their own right.
Absolutely.
If I could only keep 2 movies out of the X-Men franchise, it'll be these 2.
Yeah.
X2 and Logan.
I'd probably say the same, maybe. I do have a soft spot for like First Class and Days of Future Past, but if I've got a newish one, I'll take X2 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, Days of Future Past and First Class, they're like X-Men 2.0.
Yeah.
So they're great because all the characters, are like the actors that they got in there, they do such great jobs of those characters that, you love them just as much as you love the older X-Men.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually love the younger X-Men more.
Yeah, that's nice.
But X2 was a fucking amazing movie.
It was a good movie. All right, so this is it. This is our definitive ranking of the X-Men movies. I'm going to read it out one last time for you guys. At number 12, X-Men Origins Wolverine. 11 is The Last Stand. 10 coming in at number 10. Top 10, baby. The Wolverine. Oh, look out.
Who would have ever thought that would have made a top 10 list?
A top 10 list. Well,
maybe top 10 shittest movies.
Apocalypse came in at number 9, followed by Dark Phoenix at 8, Deadpool 2 at 7. X-Men, the original X-Men, came in at 6. Then we've got Deadpool at 5, Days of Future Past at 4, First Class at 3, X2 at 2, and of course Logan at number 1, which I absolutely adore, and it's in its rightful spot, and all is right with the world.
Now,
we were very amicable on that.
I'm very surprised at that. There was a little bit of give, a little bit of take, but at the end, we came to the correct decision.
That's not even going to touch it, pal. Not even going to touch it. So that's good. So, hey, if you want to go to the effort to let us know how you would rank all of them.
Wait. Before you get their input, tell me what you love about Logan.
Oh, look, Is
it because there's a black and white version?
Oh,
there's no black and white version of any other.
Doesn't fucking hurt, let me tell you. Which I have watched many a time.
Have you really?
Yeah, of course.
Does it actually add to the movie?
It doesn't. It takes nothing away.
Yeah.
And it
Is
kind
there
of just
any selective
gives
color?
Look, it's not just black and white. Like it's not you're just turning like the monochrome.
Because what they call it like the chrome edition or something.
Yeah, that was for Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they did with Logan. I'm not sure what they called it, but it is just a well constructed story from start to finish. The character of Wolverine is about as old and grizzled as you'd expect him to be.
Yeah.
The performances from Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart are top notch. Nobody got nominated for anything, and I think it's a fucking crime. Daphne Keane as well. For a kid,
for X-23, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, for a little kid, did phenomenally well. It is just a movie that I can watch over and over and over again. I've read the screenplay to this thing.
And you're a nerd, mate.
And the screenplay.
Do you read it along to the movie?
Well, I do. If I had a kid, that would be its bedtime story.
We should do a bonus Patreon episode of us reading that out.
Okay.
Reenacting.
Well, look, we don't have to do the whole thing. It'd take forever, but maybe like 2 hours or something. But the screenplay itself starts with like it's a descriptive kind of the opening shot, where he's in the limousine and stuff like that, right? And it actually written into the script, it's like all descriptive and all that sort of stuff, and then it's kind of run if you think this is going to be another big CGI fuckfest, this ain't your movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it just continues into the next sort of scene. So yeah, it's great. Everything about it is good. I love it. I love it so much. I
don't know where you're going with this, but I want to hear it.
I love it so much that if I could, I'd take it to the prom. And that's my date.
To the prom.
Look, man, if you haven't figured out in however 183 episodes that you can't put me on the spot and expect me to just come up with something that
just wait. This is worth it.
That's good. Yeah, look, that's where we ended up.
Yeah.
All right.
Good decision that Logan's your number one. I like it for the fact that you don't need to watch absolutely any comic book movie.
You don't.
Like not necessarily an X-Men movie, just any comic book movie at all, because you could just come into this and be like, oh, that guy has claws.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to know.
You get an understanding that there's mutants or something.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to know. Probably helps. Actually, they kind of even explain it away. Like they explain, Professor Xavier's powers and, like the degeneration of his mind and all that sort of stuff. Everything is explained away. You're right.
It's like perfectly done for such a captive audience.
Yeah.
So just for that reason, man, number one, X-Men movie of all time.
And I do like the fact that it is grounded and it isn't a big CGI fuckfest, which is good. So let us know what your definitive ranking might be. You don't need to necessarily tell us the entire 12, but maybe just give us your top 5 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you can do that.
Top 5. Let us know.
Absolutely. Now, look, before we go, I feel like we have to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
Before we wrap up, because Titan Season 2 is coming.
Oh, yes.
We know it's coming thick and fast. They've already added quite a few characters in there. We know we're getting Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yes.
That's definitely happening. We know we're getting Superboy, and we got our first look at Superboy in costume. So Joshua Orpin as Superboy. Now, it is the classic black T-shirt, blue pants ensemble.
Look, that's a definite go-to look for me.
Yeah.
It's an absolute classic look. However, they have gone ultra classic and put the bright red S on his chest, and it looks dog shit.
Yeah, it does look a bit weird.
It's too big. And unfortunately, this is an audio medium, but just
look it up.
Do a Google search, and it's like the third image in.
Yeah. Now, I don't mind it. I like the fact that they're referencing Superman and they're not going to shy away from that. I know they already have, so that's fine. But there's just something about it that it really just looks like a dude in a shirt and pants. And I know that's weird for this, because that's kind of exactly what the character is wearing.
Yeah.
But it just something doesn't sit right.
You know what? His jeans are too blue.
Maybe that's it.
Those aren't fashionable jeans.
They're they're too blue.
Yeah. That's a JJ's outfit. That's what it is.
Straight off the JJ's mannequin.
Yeah.
The Superman shirt and everything.
Absolutely.
You get that shirt for $10, you get those pants for $30.
Yep.
You're off.
Actually, you know what? He probably got it as a deal. Shirt and pants, $25.
$25.
Yeah.
Just give me what's on that mannequin. I like the look of the guy. I think he looks the part. Yeah, probably not as jacked as they maybe kind of made out.
Oh man, imagine you got cast as Superboy and you're there watching the Titans trailer and they show that and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Is that what you expected me to be? Well, that's probably what happened. They couldn't use that dude because they couldn't fit him into any JJ's blue pants because his legs were too big. And so they had to go get this
JJ pants only go up to a 40.
Oh, not even that. You're lucky if you get a 36 in JJ's pants.
Yeah, it's true.
So anyway, this dude's rocking them 44 legs.
This guy shops at Cotton On.
He does shop at Cotton On. But anyway, that's nothing against him. That's against the wardrobe. I'm sure he'll be great. But another thing that they did announce is that they're bringing Aqualad to the show. So that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see how they play it. Aqualad in Young Justice is
cool.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's very cool. But I don't know if
he's very strong-headed too.
Yeah, he is.
So I think he's going to butt heads a lot with Superboy.
You think he'll butt heads with Superboy, or do you think he'll butt heads with Robin?
Robin fucking butts heads with everyone.
It's true.
He's a hater.
He butts heads
and I
with
love
himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Best on-screen character.
Absolutely. I am very excited for what they're doing for season 2, though. So I am. I'm glad that we get that.
I just hope they continue this series.
Well, look, let's see what the quality of season 2 is like first. Hopefully it is top notch, at least in line with season 1, if not better. But the fact that they're bringing in Superboy, we're definitely getting Superboy. Remember the day where you just dreamed that they would just drop the name Superboy or something? Just say it. And
now it's just they're whipping it out willy-nilly.
We're about to have a TV show that's going to have all of these characters, and they just keep throwing more. Deathstroke is coming in this season.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's a whole bunch of shit that's happening. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to have a quick chat about it. You're obviously excited for it. It was your show of the year last year.
Absolutely.
I'm
already calling it show of the year for this year.
That hurts. Everything that I have just hurts it. But anyway, let's wrap this thing up. Shall we?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Look, we'll be back next week. In the meantime, make sure you leave us a 5-star review on iTunes to help support the show for free.
For free. You can do that for free. If you don't want to do it for free, which would involve you paying money, the opposite of free, you can do that by jumping onto Patreon. That's patreon.com/ComicConPod. And you can support us that way for as little as $2 a month.
And get the whole back catalogue.
You get all of it.
It's a lot.
You can only get 100 on iTunes. There's 182 out there. You're missing 82 episodes or something.
Something like that.
I think it's like that. It's something like I don't know what it is. If it's not exactly that, like, don't come after me.
Get him.
I didn't do the research prior, okay? Have
He
you listened to the show?
He didn't. Can you hear him typing away doing research right now? No? Oh, I just wrecked the illusion. Look, if you want to check out past episodes or the other great shows on our network, like Believe, head to ccradio.com.au.
Yeah, sly little
How'd
plug
you like
there,
that?
champ. Yeah, I didn't. And finally,
you owe me $20 for that plug.
Finally, make sure you head to our Facebook listener community and join in on all the fun there with a bunch of great members. Just search Comic Confidential Listener Community on Facebook. Now, that is it. We will be back next week. In the meantime, I'm Troy.
I'm Cade.
This has been Comic Confidential.
Cheers.
Peace. What's wrong with that?
It's like you read the wrong line.